Everybody alright? Alright, well, it appears I'm live and everybody's alright. Or is anybody alright? Alright, well, greetings, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, Death and the Healing, Season 1, Episode 2, The Bird Flies High. Now, of course, how I got the episode's name was that part in the song Death and the Healing by Wintersun, where, of course, back to the sky, the bird had flown, because the wings healed in time and the bird was high. So how this bird healed, the Hindenburg itself, was one of these next flight simulation sessions, and this is one of them. So here's how it is. Okay, so for pre-flight preparations, I'm not going to do a whole lot of them because, correction, I will do them, but I'm not going to put chapters in this part because you should be relatively familiar with the routines. So the navigator station is set up, and you should know what that looks like, and if you don't, of course, I'll refer you to other videos or even the tour of the Hindenburg. So, alright. The unofficial Monzal Mountain Airship Depot, of course, has Airship Hindenburg healed and ready for the next flight. Although she may keel over upon landing at Coronado Airport Expo, the only thing that'll heal her is the next simulation session. The airship stands proud. The aluminum does not really gleam because I put it to dawn on purpose because I'm that type of person. And of course, let's see what we have here. The engine's primed. Yeah, the bird seems ready to go. Remember, this isn't just a flight. It is a test of healing and hope. Ready, ready. Okay, so into the airship we go. If you, yeah, this time around you're going to be walking around in here, so yeah, you're going to walk around in this airship, okay? Okay. Prepare to do stuff swap. Okay. Okay, you have your phone and your phone book here. Oh, you have your phone and your phone book here. Since this is a German airship, das ist ein Deutsche Luftschiff. Hier ist ein... Oh ja. Hier ist ein Telefon und Telefonbuch. Hier ist dein Telefon und dein Telefonbuch. Und jetzt? I forget how to say navigation station. Oh. So anyway, what I got so far is hier ist dein Telefon und Telefonbuch. Here's dein Telefon und Telefonbuch. Dein Telefon und Telefonbuch. Navigation's position. And we are not erasing anything from here for we need that. Even though this is a short route, it's what I'm comfortable with for now. I'm not ready for advancement just yet. And if I am, I'd rather fly this route for now. So anyway, here's your navigation position here. Navigator's position. And to put this away, all I really need to do is click this pen. But I'm not going to put it away right now. Alright, all I need to do is click this pen to put it away. I'm not going to put it away right now. Anyway, let's draw our position. Let's draw it out. Alright, if you have a high enough IQ to understand what I'm doing here, there are actually like multiple dots here. Blue dots, that is. Alright, when we get to the second blue dot, or maybe even, yeah, for all you know, there could be 4 blue dots here. I think when we get to the third blue dot, that's when, of course, I'll give the order to prepare for landing. Actually, I'll give it around the second blue dot. Now let's go back to... So again, now let's go back to the front control car. Can you all handle it in here okay? Are you sure you could all handle it in here okay? Yes, no, maybe so. It looks like I have to move that way because... a little fun. Okay. Now, technically, of course, when we look over at the Vyond Logic gas control, it should be gas cells 2, 8, 10, and 12 for this ship. And for this route, again, that's gas cells 2, 8, 10, and 12. Yeah. 2, 8, 10, and 12. That should be full for this trip. But for this trip, let's just fill gas cells 8, 10, and 12. Alright, for this trip, let's fill gas cells 8, 10, 8, 10, and 12. Just for this flight, okay? 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12, but then again, of course, leave gas cell 2 alone. This one here, for this is already full. But anyway, let's go ahead and get ready for takeoff here. Alright, let's do a stuff swap right now, okay? Stuff swap begins right now. And the car goes bye-bye.
Start maintenance operations, please.
The rear is basically dead weight, so... We gotta get the tilt warning in a minute or two. So. Okay, here's gas cells. Gas cell number 2 is full of Vyond Logic and Plotagon Logic, that is. Once again, gas cell number 2 is full of Vyond Logic and Plotagon Logic, so let's go 8, 10, 12. Again, let's do 8, 10, 12. 8, 10, 12. Okay. Alright, so if you wonder why I repeat myself, it's because, repetition is the mother of skill. So only if you know which gas cells are full, follow my cursor. Which ones should only be red lights? What should be red light? What should be left alone? Again, what should be a red light but left alone? Which ones should be red lights? Let me know. Are you buckling your seatbelts now? Okay, do a stealth swap right now. So. Okay, looks like we're all here. Okay, at this point, let's get going.
Prepare for takeoff.
Roger, all crew to takeoff station.
Ready for takeoff.
Ready for takeoff.
Let's do this.
Release mooring.
Copy.
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 Haul up the front cone cable.
Haul up the moorings.
Roger.
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 I'll just leave the landing gear alone. Or, actually, I'll just blow it right back up. Oh, wow, really? No. You remember now, you live in a desert, so it's going to be flown like this. Okay, let me do an exterior check real quick, and then it's all ahead full. Alright, it's usually alright. See this Hindenburg that was burned? These titles here? They've healed once again. I say again, they've healed once again. And of course this gaming session is why they had healed once again. These Hindenburg titles here. Let me go out. Actually, red indicates that it's up, as you can see. Yeah, referring to the gear. We'll just confirm that. Actually, red indicates that it's down. Like I said from before, the Hindenburg is not your typical airplane. If that's always the case, let me give the order to go all ahead full at this point.
All crew on crew station.
All crew to crew station.
All ahead full. Okay. Now, of course, Airship Hindenburg moving forward. At this point, I should say it's DECA is moving forward. Delta Echo Kilo Kilo Alpha. In other words, double Echo. Correction, Delta Echo Double Kilo Alpha is moving forward. For that's the radio code for the Hindenburg. So moving forward, let's say this. At this point, the bird is watching. Up, up. Yeah. Alright. Airship Hindenburg leaves the unofficial Monzal Mountain Air Ranch. Of course, control car, some of you. Get the door. I think somebody from the radio room is coming. Thank you. Okay, so anyway. As we leave the unofficial Monzal Mountain Air Ranch, I put clouds in here on purpose because, I'm up for a challenge and I figured it'd be good to rise to it. Clouds love the hull. And the sun is painting, of course, whatever on the skin and, of course, the gas cells. Let's see what we have here. Look. Just like in the song Death and the Healing, the bird is healed, just like the lead singer of Winter Sun said. Sky, sky. The wing simulations are stable, so far. Remarkable. Okay, so now, of course, we left the unofficial Monzal Mountain Airship Depot, and, my word, it seems like we're losing altitude here. Let me get into chase view. See what happens for once. Okay, looks like we're flying stable now, so probably now is not a bad idea to discuss the landing procedure. Alright, we're going to turn this thing to Mesa del Sol. If there's a time to make a course correction, it's right about now. But of course, let's do our Vyond Logic gas cell check at the moment, okay? So, we're here as we're leaving Meadow Lake. Now, technically I'm supposed to be in a standing position flying this thing. But since I'm seated from time of recording, what I'm showing here is, I'm basically, tucking my chin to check the Vyond Logic gas cell status, so looks like my desired gas cells are full, from what it looks like. These red lights here, of course, prove it, that the Vyond Logic gas cells are full. Alright. Yeah, really, my Vyond and Plotagon Logic gas cells are full. Now let's go left. Alright, when we get to Mesa del Sol, or when we get to that canyon thing that divides Los Lunas and Albuquerque, that's when I'll give the order to prepare for landing. It gets really boring in here, so I'll take you back outside, okay? Sound like a plan? Okay, as I fly DECA through, of course, the area surrounding Los Lunas and, of course, Albuquerque, I'm going to say that I have a good flight with DECA so far. And here's how I memorized, of course, the Hindenburg's radio code, DECA. There's this place, of course, especially at Eldorado High School, or this business education class called DECA, which is spelled Delta Echo Charlie Alpha. So I thought about the class. I mean, my brother was in DECA back in high school. I thought about the DECA class. So I put Delta Echo Double Kilo Alpha. So my visual to memorize the Hindenburg is, of course, the DECA class, but with, of course, 2 Ks for kilo. So think of Delta Echo Charlie Alpha with, of course, Delta Echo Double Kilo Alpha. Right now, since we're taking DECA over that canyon, since we're about to reach it, let me go consult with the navigator, see what's going on. Now, technically, I'm supposed to be in a standing position. Okay, my head is tucked a little bit. Hey, I'm not that tall, so I mean to tell you. I got a camera, so in this video I have a pretense camera, so let's zoom in. Yep. My Vyond and Plotagon Logic gas cells are right where they want them to be. Say again, my Vyond and Plotagon Logic gas cells are right where I want them to be. Did you see what my cursor just did? Those are the cells. See, this is a good habit. Well, all I do here is out of habit, like checking the map. Let's check the map here to see where we really are. I know this sounds ridiculous, but why do you think Dora the Explorer consults with the map? That's exactly what I do, because, you know, I know a lot of little girls, and I watch Dora with them, if need be. Like if I'm asked to watch a girl, or something like that. For the time being, I'm child sitting. So here we are. We're looking at the map. I think we're in the second, or my golly, I think we're in the third dot. Uh-oh. I know what this means. I better hurry back. Got everything alright back here? Are you sure you got everything alright in here? Yes, no, maybe so. Are you sure you got everything alright in here? Better hurry. Okay, Mesa del Sol in sight. We totally missed that. There we go. Hey, we didn't keel.
Prepare for landing.
Today's a good day.
Roger, all crew to landing station.
Ready to land.
Ready to land.
Let me align it with Netflix Studios, okay? Alright, as we bring Dicka to Mesa del Sol, I know I say this a lot, but who was I with where my cursor is during a COVID shutdown? And who are the only ones there? They're referring to Mesa del Sol. Any guesses? Let me know what they are. And if you don't know, just comment and or send me a message and I'll let you know, okay? Of whom I was among at that time. Who the heck's flying past me this morning? Okay, next stop will be UNM Hospital at some point, so... Yeah, I'm not going to go to the left side of the airship today for, of course, that sun is really bright. At least not for now, anyway. I really hate back's turn, but... I gotta get Decca to Duke City. You know, actually, I'm just going to chase the runway. I'm really not up for playing a game right now with Mesa del Sol. See, the thing is, I just like to use these places as reference points. Like, Meadow Lake, Mesa del Sol, Albuquerque Sunport, UNM Hospital, Grisham Park, McKinley Middle School, Del Norte High School, Arroyo del Oso Golf Course. I just like to use these places as reference points, you know? I'm not hurting anyone with this airship, and if I am, well, I'm sorry. And, of course, I'll work with you to make better videos on these matters. Something's going on here. I think at this point, the Vyond Logic gas cells are probably emptying right now. I don't expect our demand to be at a full 100 on arrival. Oh yeah, Mesa del Sol. This is a fun place to go. But there are many problems with this place. It's too far from Smith's Grocery, things like that. And of course, it's outside of Glenwood Hills. Although we have some crazy stuff happening in Glenwood Hills as well, from the time I recorded this video. Of course, no neighborhood is perfect. Okay, here we are flying over the drag strip. And soon and very soon, we'll be going to UNM Hospital. Oh yeah. spirits. Look, here we are. That's good. Look what we have. That's good. Here's the beacon. They probably knew we were coming. Albuquerque International Support probably has figured out my routine by now for... I don't see a lot of airplanes moving here. I am an early riser, in case you didn't know. Okay, what was I supposed to say for the cruising phase? Alright, since we're at Albuquerque International Sunport, you all better get to work on looking for defects and things like that. So right now, let's turn towards UNM Hospital, it referring to the airship. Let's see the front of the airship for once. So, right below us lay a cemetery. And... of course, I'm sure everybody who's in that cemetery is healed now. At least the vast majority of the people or pets who are buried there. So right now I'm going to say that the reason why this airship's flying over there is because the wings had healed. The wings of the bird had healed. And now the bird is high. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and switch to forward view as we fly past UNM Hospital. Now, of course, I really like the song Death and the Healing by Winter Sun because it's got good, it has good messages. Like, for example, like the R101 and the Hindenburg disasters are examples of sometimes, you know, some things just have to die in order to heal. And that's why, of course, there's better airship programs now. Partly because of the R101 and the Hindenburg. Not to mention the Dick Smoot, which, of course, should probably be the worst of airship disasters, or should it be? So right now, approaching University of New Mexico, UNM Hospital. Stay aboard Airship Hindenburg, for you have a job to do anyway. Stay aboard Airship Hindenburg. Soon and very soon it's going to be, now you're talking, now you've approached UNM Hospital. So at this point, I'm going to go and start the turn to McKinley Middle School. There it is, UNM Hospital. Stay aboard Airship Hindenburg for further instructions. Thank you. I don't think the sun is too bright this morning, so... Again, well, here's Carlisle Boulevard Northeast. So let me show and tell you things and stuff down here. Right here where my cursor is, general area, covered by that cloud. American Home Furniture, move there. Or, actually... Alright, this is the American Home Furniture's location. And here's Savers, right below. is Grisham Park. And here's one of the last sit-down Pizza Huts where my cursor is. Now as you move over here, it's obscured by clouds right now, but in that general area, yeah, once again in that general area where my cursor is, American Home Furniture moved there. So here's the American Home Furniture, here's the Savers, and look to the left here. We're going to pass through Grisham Park. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slow the airship down. So. And in honor of my nieces, look what I have here. Your birthplace, right below the Hindenburg. Right below Airship Hindenburg, this is your birthplace. And of course, Brendan, wherever you may be right now, your old high school's gotten better, as you can see. Del Norte, that is. And now, let's, of course, turn the Hindenburg. Let's turn Deca to the left. Oh, tilting really. Station. Arroyo del Uso Golf Course is right out the window to our right. Now let's fly by Arroyo del Oso Golf Course. Let's see if we can land somewhere on the ramp for the Expo. Now let's do this. Ah, bright. Right up here, where my cursor is. Going right up Academy here. I go to that general area for healthcare. And now, let's bring it to Arroyo del Oso Golf Course. There's the North Domingo Baca Park and Multi-Generational Center. And now let's go slow ahead. I guess one more thing's going to be really long. So I guess one more thing will be really long for landing is... It's a very complicated procedure. Especially in an airship. Actually, I'll wait till the airship is stopped in midair. Then I'll clean up the navigator station, okay? Okay, we're not pitching really much, so... Uh-oh. This airship's gonna start buffeting sometime soon. Sometimes it's better to deal with the buffeting than... Possible. What else? The Coronado Airport's dead ahead. I know how to get there now from here, so... Heading 359er. 359er. Here's some building here along San Pedro. Some professional office building. Oh, we gotta get to that expo. The airship may just be going up for all I know, rather than forward. Here's, of course, the Sandia Memory Garden Cemetery, right below me. And not to mention, I want to get in there. Right here's CNM Workforce Training Center. Here's the Balloon Fiesta Park. There's Wildlower Park. And here's the North Domingo Baca Park and Multi-Generational Center. The Multi-Generational Center for North Domingo Baca is right here, where my cursor is. Right down below us lay a Goodwill. So anyway, alright. I could have sworn there's a Goodwill right down here somewhere. Well, the Goodwill is like right this way. Eastward. Here's Gate of Heaven Cemetery. Oh yeah, I think it's right here where my cursor is, the Goodwill. And of course I'm a thrift shopper from time being I record this video. I like to go thrift as much as possible for some things. And again, of course, from time I record this video, where it comes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you can join us for the bird that healed, and of course, being high again. There you have the Hindenburg heading for Coronado Airport. It's going to go to this expo that's taking place here. And this expo, I need a name for it. Speaking of Expo, where's everything at Coronado Airport? Alright, here's the expo. We're closing in on it. So right down below us at the expo, we have multi-purpose truck, another multi-purpose truck, the airplanes, old truck, the one with all the Halloween decorations on it. And now let's slow this thing down somewhere. We don't always have to be in the same spot. Let's not always be in the same spot to name one matter, okay? Okay, the airship's slowing down. Alright, we're positioning to the Expo. There's the 2 airplanes. There's a Halloween truck. I'll just say today the firemen and fire ladies, firemen and fire women, as well as, of course, the police ladies and, of course, the policemen, they're all undercover today. From the time I recorded this video. If we look to the left here, you have Balloon Fiesta Park again. And also to the left here, you have the Wildlower Park. You have the Gate of Heaven. Correction, you have the Sandia Memory Garden Cemetery. You have, of course, again, in this general area here, you have La Cueva High School, La Cueva Town Center, where I go and get Cold Stone on Thursday. And actually, as of now, Dion's for a sub and or a salad. And right this way, you have the North Domingo Baca Park. And here's the multi-generational center. So once again, hence the title I said just now, the North Domingo Baca Park and the North Domingo Baca Park and the multi-generational center. And also right up here, where my cursor is, that's Dennis Chavez Elementary School, where I went for preschool, for the 1998-1999 school year. Again, for the 1998-1999 school year, right up here, that's Dennis Chavez Elementary School. And of course, our teacher, Miss Elena, was my teacher at that time, and wherever she is right now, look what I have here, Miss Elena. I have the Hindenburg in my hands. And of course, our school, where you taught me, it's just off the right-hand side of the airship. Hindenburg, that is. Right-hand side, rear. In the observation compartment of the control car. If you can see where my cursor is. And also, right in this general direction here is where I meet for Civil Air Patrol. Yeah, right around here is where I meet for Civil Air Patrol. I wonder where the ship is as of right now. And no, I don't like where the ship is positioned, so of course. Actually, never mind, I'll deal with it. Fine, I'll deal with it. If this thing's in a ditch, go get it. If this thing's in the ditch. Sorry, now let's to land. Alright. While we're requesting to land, this is how things work here. Okay, let's put the map away first. Actually, let me put the book away. Do that. Now, I don't erase anything on the map, so if there's any data that needs to be collected from either of us, I have it out. Anyway, I'm going to put the map away. With this, of course, click of a pen. Watch this. All it takes is a click of a pen. Alright, so now that we're here at Coronado Airport, I'm going to make the order, drop the moorings, order buses and everything. Get us out of the Arroyo. Thank you. So now let's...
Drop the moorings.
Roger. Copy.
Copy.
Grab the ropes.
Grab the ropes. You ready? Are you sure? Sure you're ready? 3, 2, 1, now. This thing's quaking, so. There we go. Downward the ship goes. At least the ship's on airport property, from what it looks like. Let me deflate the gas cells that I like. Okay. Actually, I believe in going together as one. So, what did I just do just now? Here we go. Going down. Thing's quaking. next stop will be the Expo. I'm sure the ship's gonna make it. Now I'm on the right side because it's so bright, as you might have seen. I'm a human, I tend to underestimate things. So Wildlower Park, where my cursor is, this is my favorite spot to go because, you know, there's not a whole lot of traffic I have to deal with. And of course, either way it leads to the same place, Wildlower Park. So when I go through Wildlower Park here where my cursor is, I sometimes play at the playground during Balloon Fiesta, assuming I'm passing time to do something. I go through here, and then from there I go through, of course, this walkway here, or wherever the walkways are. And then from there I go right here. Oh look, there's Decca's shadow right below us. You know, I also remember a time when blimps were popular, especially during the Balloon Fiesta. Here in Albuquerque. Yeah, really, there was a time when blimps were popular, so I'm landing right in the spot where blimps were landing. And we're landing in the spot, you know, like, where I was standing some distance a long time ago, to where there was a blimp parked there, and of course, the blimp was sponsoring an alcoholic beverage, so I'm not even going to say its name. I'm sure about it again. I'm going to be true to my word about it again, that right where my cursor is, in the general area, or at the Coronado Airport, there's a red and white blimp with an alcoholic beverage name on it. And I had my picture taken by it. I'll tell you what, if I can find that picture, I can have it scanned, and I can put it on my gaming page and things like that. Or even in a community post. Even in a compost I can put it on. Anyway. Here we are, we're landing Decca right now, Hindenburg, at the Expo. I'm just hoping and praying that this thing goes smoothly. And this thing goes smoothly down. So far, so good today. This thing's flying. And even if this thing keels over or hits trees, the next simulation session will heal the airship. That's the beautiful thing about Flight Simulator is there's always the next session to go fly. You know, upon landing, I'm not even going to close the door. We're going to go to the Expo and we're going to have fun. going down slowly. Let me tell everyone to grab the ropes. Hold on. Grab the ropes. Come on. Come on, come on. That's an order. Grab the ropes. Well, slow and steady wins the race. In this case, so. As usual, I suggest skipping the chapters. Especially in the landing phase. It takes this long. If I want to eat a certain thing, I need to wait for it to cook as well as cool down. Like a cup of ramen. Okay, speaking of which, here we go. We're almost down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! Okay, fine. If that entertains you. Look out! It's keeling over. Well, there's always the next session. Okay. So let me tell the chief steward to open the door. And off to the expo. First, let me do a check to make sure everybody's okay. Is everybody alright? Over here, so. Everybody all right? Okay, right out the window, the expo is taking place. Oh wow, the airship corrected itself. Okay, so now let's go back to the control car. All right, let's go back to the gondola. Let's go back to the control car. Right. And now let's go here. Is everybody all right? Everybody all right? Okay, the airship corrected itself, so He usually does. So hence this video's title. Actually, hence the key stanzas from Death and the Healing by Winter Sun. The wings did heal on time. And the bird did go high. So the time got by, back to sky, it flew. Before the wings healed on time, the bird is high. Okay, let's go to the writing room. See what took place in here. Alright, I'm leaving. Alright, I'm leaving. I was writing personal journals and all. Everybody. Okay. Let me tell the chief steward to deboard everybody. Expedite.
Proceed with unboarding, please.
Roger. Starting unboarding.
Proceed with unboarding, please.
Roger. Starting unboarding.
Okay, so let's go to the status page. We're right side up again, so.
Unboarding finished, sir.
That was quick.
Proceed with unboarding, please.
Roger. Starting unboarding.
Let's go back here. One more. Okay, let's go up in the radio room, see what happens. Okay, I'm leaving. Alright. Sure about that? Okay, fine, I'm out. Alright. So now let's go to the Expo. Okay, since this airship corrected itself, definitely photo worthy. So let me go somewhere where it's photo worthy. Okay. Next stop is the Expo at Coronado Airport. Okay, the Expo, we go there right now, so let me rotate the ship around. And okay, you all taking the rear? Alright, so zoom out, we go to the Expo. If I can locate it okay. Alright, the best I can do is view the Expo from the air. Right here. So now that we're here at the Expo, I'm going to go ahead and say this. And of course, this Expo is, of course, some type of fictional aviation and aerospace event that transcends mere convention. It's a symphony of metal, fabric, and imagination, and a place where pilots, engineers, and dreamers converge. Held at the Coronado Airport. It's a celebration of flight, technology, and the boundless human spirit. Just right around here. Actually, let me try something again, actually. Speaking of the Expo. Don't worry. The ghostly sound is just for fun. So here we are. Okay. That ghostly sound you're hearing is from an old truck. Especially because I've been at war, and some areas in of myself in both fiction and in real life I still am at war. And all that ghostly sound you're hearing is, of course, those we lost in times of war. And, of course, that's, of course, the dead Hindenburg spirits you're hearing. And, of course, the Hindenburg has now healed and had flown again. And even healed again. As the sun, of course, rises, of course, this place is practically alive, of course. And I'm, of course, living out, some fantasies I had as a child right here on the simulator. And, of course, I fly and host these expos whenever I please. For I have this thing called a computer. And internet for the time being. And at the unofficial Canine Aviators Corner, we have Canine Companions, of course, dogs and their handlers. Where, of course, they train in here, where my cursor is, and many of which train along the way to get from Point Alpha to Point Bravo to Point Zulu, and vice versa. And for the night owls here we have, of course, some aviators in some of their finest attire. They share a dance. Their eyes reflect moonbeams, and of course, we do good night things. And we're not typical party goers, things like that. Or nobody drinks at these events or smokes anything. Sorry, these expos I have in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 are not just about machines. They're about the magic of flight, the way it stitches together hearts and horizons, as of course these airships have departed in real life, and of course they should come back again. And I'm personally somebody who leans on why airships should come back again. Now, the sky, of course, is both our origin and our destination. For those who seek adventure, inspiration, and a touch of whimsy, the Expo awaits. May your wings be ready and your spirit boundless. Hopefully I can park this thing closer to the Expo one of these next times around. Well, without further say and or do,